program has been thoughtfully organized by the Synergy Research Foundation of India and RFI-CARE in association with Parul University, Gujarat. We are also grateful for the generous support extended by Shod Malwa, Eklavya University, JHRF, ARGA, and Edu Academic Inc. Over the past few days, our esteemed experts have enlightened us on a wide range of innovative practices, right from integrating live projects in classrooms to role-play methodology, experiential learning pedagogy, case study approach, and pitching innovative teaching strategies. And today, as we conclude this enriching journey, we are honored to have with us our most respected Dr. Pumalakshmi ma'am, who will guide us through the session on tips for conducting group discussions as innovative teaching practices. But before we proceed, allow me to briefly introduce Dr. Pumalakshmi ma'am's profile. She is an eminent academician, visionary trainer, and the founder of JKLMN Education at the MSME Educational Institute, Coimbatore. With an illustrious academic profile, holding a BSc, MCA, MPhil, MEd, and a PhD in computer science, she has devoted over 25 years to the field of education, serving in diverse roles such as teacher, mentor, guest lecturer, assistant and associate professor, academic coordinator, and principal. She has established a remarkable identity in the academic world with her innovative and holistic approach to learning. As the visionary behind the KLMN education model, she has designed a comprehensive framework aimed at nurturing all-round development in students. Beyond her academic achievements, she is an international certified career coach and has played a vital role in faculty development across the country. Under the UGC Maulana Azad National Mission Training Program, she has conducted NEP orientation and sensitization sessions that have reached faculty members across 22 states and one union territory of India. Currently, she continues her mission as a human resource trainer and volunteer academician, working tirelessly to empower students with inner strength, willpower, and the capacity to excel in today's technologically driven world. We are truly privileged to welcome Dr. Kumra Lakshmi Ma'am, whose dedication and passion continue to inspire and transform the academic landscape of our country. So, ma'am, we are highly delighted to have you with us today. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your introduction, and I welcome you all the participants for this session. As we have only 1 hour time schedule, I would like to straight away join to the session. Over to my presentation. Shall we share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope it is visible.
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. If any interruption occurs, means please inform me. And first of all, I would like to submit my humble pranams and namaskar to Research Foundation of India in association with Parul University, Faculty of Commerce, Gujarat. And now this is my session, and I am given the topic tips for conducting group discussions as innovative teaching practices. So straight next, I would like to suggest that here you can note it down. I'm going to share 10 tips in this session. Tip number one, real world example. Tip number two, selecting the GD type and its application based on group dynamics. Tip three, dynamic roles and choices differs. Tip four, GD for self-development. Tip five, GD for student development. Tip six, how to link a teaching and learning process with the graduate attributes, and what is the association with GD and this linking process. Tip 7, handbook guidelines for students to build their capacity. as a speaker, and then GD task manager or an algorithm to conduct a GD. And tip 9 is to be successful in a group discussion, what to do. And tip 10 is questions. So we can welcome participants, we can ask them to give their ideas so that we can improve their ability to give time and space to others. So these are all the 10 tips we are going to discuss in our section. Is it visible, ma'am? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible, both?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Next,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, thank you. Innovative teaching practices in higher education. So we all know, as ma'am told, that the teacher faculty member in schools have completed B.Ed and M.Ed, so they will be handling with the teaching learning materials and all these things. And of course, in higher education, what is that innovative teaching practices? It is a very big questions and doubt we do have. And to that, what is that in GD? That we all looking forward for your curiosity. This is that feast for you. And innovative teaching practices in higher educations mean proactively introducing new strategies and methods to improve student learning outcomes. So how can we grab the attention of the child? How can we make the student to involve in the classroom, active participation, leadership qualities, and then all these qualities, all the soft skills, all these, how can we stimulate, or how can we cultivate, is the only way we can go with that group discussion. So this results in that collaborative learning environment. So we all know in this 21st century, we are knowing what is online mode of teaching and offline mode of teaching after Corona. So the whole world is always facing challenge. And then from that challenge, we are moving, and a shift or a shift paradigm is possible, and we achieve, or we have transformed from the previous state of challenge to the present state of comfort zone. So that corona pandemic season help us to develop this of online mode of teaching. So there are modes of teaching and learning process. One is online and another one is offline. So in that offline as well, we do have in hello. Okay. In that offline mode of any question, ma? Any doubt? Hello? No doubt. Shall I proceed, ma? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So this modes of teaching, we are shifting from offline to online. In offline also, we will be having one-on-one classroom teaching, and then chalkboard, use of technology, participatory. And then in distance learning also, now it is around distance university, digital university comes into play. It is not distance education, it is digital university. So digital university comes into play in that NEP as well. So that offline mode, we have straight away synchronous and asynchronous, that we know it is a technical term that we science people are using. Synchronous means both are online. So, asynchronous means either one is, or the sender or the receiver or the teacher or the student is offline. So this is that mode of teaching. So that blended learning, we will be using both combined together. And the experiential, this we will be taking for internship, industrial visit, and lab exams, training, simulated training, field-based training are all we are doing. So these are all the various modes of teaching learning. Now, in the higher education, what are all the modes of pedagogy we are using? So, pedagogy means it is not only for school education. In that higher education also, we will be following that we all do. And that mode, we know that these are all the mode of pedagogy we are doing in our classrooms. So, what it is that cooperative learning strategies we are using, group discussions, role plays, guided questioning, interpretive trials, music, art, stimulus activities, case studies, reflexive counts, problem based learning, solution based learning, storytelling, talk and presentation. So these are all modes of pedagogy available in the teaching mode. So in higher educations, what we are going to see, that we are going to discuss in that online mode also, we do have live classes and then online whiteboard, online quizzes and the pre-recorded video lectures, game-based teaching, collaborative ICT tools, flipped classrooms and class blog and virtual environment. So blog is messaging that we know nowadays video logging, that is blog is also coming into play. So now these are all the modes of pedagogy. The pedagogy means the art of teaching, how we are delivering our lecture to reach all the participants or all the students in the classroom. So, in that innovative teaching process, how are we reach the students using technology or using our own methodology or mode? So, this is what we are using. So, models we may be using and modes we may be using, and finally, we will be delivering the content successfully. So, this is innovative because we are giving our own idea and we are using technology as well. So that is art of teaching. That the content is delivered to the entire classroom with a variety of learning levels. So this is what now we are going to see about. So far we have seen that introductory part. What is education, online education, offline education, blended education, synchronous, asynchronous, and pedagogy, and all these things. Now we are going to start with group discussion tips. First one is conducting group discussion. We must make the classroom as a conducive environment, suitable and comfort with the student. So that is what first tip. So we can make them to cheer up and we can give real world example what they presently know. From that we can give them and we can stimulate them to start speaking and start discussing, start debating, start answering. All these things is the first point. So giving in a real world example. So here I would like to stimulate you and to give you a wow, that symbol, or oh, it is good, yeah. What it is that people are doing like that? So these comment, that is some changes in that thought process. That is we are stimulating. So that example I would like to give is, as ma'am told, I have designed my own education model, that is KLMN education model, for which I use teaching learning material, KLMN education logo, and then embedding that logo, I designed one flag. How it is possible, why it is possible, it is all like that, that we teacher all do in our daily day-to-day class sessions. So it is not new. I'm a sample piece. And then innovative teaching practice. So this is what we are all doing. Real world example, I am comparing it. So what is the model I have used, which I designed is with my 25 years of experience from various levels. After my post graduations, before that I have taken max sessions, as my UG degree is BSc mathematics. I used to help people, whoever is on my way, to help them in max. So that makes me to become a teacher in my PG, after PG. And then wholesome education model, and that mode. Now the pedagogy is cybergogy. What is this cybergogy? Na? Pedagogy means all the people or students are invariably all are sitting of the same age group, maybe varies from 1 to 12 months. So, but in cybergogy, the age is no bar. Anyone is learning anything from anywhere. So that this is that art, how we are going to deliver a content to them. So this is how easy is. The easiest way is group discussion. A mother and daughter, a teacher and student can sit in the same online video lecturing, and then they will respond to the questions, assessment process, and that get degree. So that is cybergogy. So now this is that innovation. First innovation is we are in that cybergogy platform. Then now we are, it is that my own model. This is what real world example. No, that we ourselves are building our own teaching learning material. Here I have designed one education logo, implementing multidisciplinary holistic um, uh, education, multidisciplinary holistic education. So this logo I designed, it deploys the computer science, philosophy, English, chemistry, physics, maths, spiritual educations, everything, and then psychology. So this is that multidisciplinary education, and then I have taken it as a flag, and this is I want to take to everyone following the policy education for all, and then guidelines knowledge, making everyone is able to think over na, then it is knowledge superpower. So you can see this logo structure and you can think about as a participant. I want each one of you to look at to the logo structure because it is new, it is innovative in that education side. So it is stimulating or it is helping to think or to develop or to foster the higher order thinking skills. So we know that what are all the higher order thinking skills as per Bloom's taxonomy. Oh, you can write it down as well. That I may be in that slide if it comes, or we can write it that higher order thinking skills na K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6. What are all that? Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create, and all. So that is higher order thinking skills. So we have to apply our higher order thinking skills, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. So for that purpose, this logo is used. And also the model deploys that technique, that is VASK technique, value, attitude, skill, knowledge. So everyone should be knowing the value of every other entity first themselves. We have our own value and we should never give up our value for anything or our life for anything. So that will prevent this kind of what is this okay, September 10th is that suicide prevention day, you know. So we should value our life. For any disappointment or failure, we should not give up our life. So that we must know it first. So then we must learn it and we must mind map it and we must contribute it, but never quit. So that is no means quitting. So that is that value of our life. Don't know, don't say no to life. Say I will live. I have to live. I can live. That kind of spirit we should develop. So then attitude, building attitudes and skill. VASK skill is developing the skills for our sustainable living. It uses reading and it uses comprehending. It develops a speaking skill, communicating with the peer groups. And the process moves on to the next phase. The knowledge is grooming. So this is that a triangle. I shifted it to a tetra shape with an open, unlimited recycling loop. So this is what the input process output. We take students from school and then we develop their higher order thinking skills and we make them as a citizen, man of vision to the world, active contributor for themselves. So they must value them, they must develop a good attitude, they develop skill, they develop knowledge. So this is that VASK model for that is that human willpower development. So this is KLMN education process. So how it is done, why it is done, what is the philosophy or the strategy behind that is the skill acquisition. We must help the skill. So GD help developing skills in students. So what are all the skills? Speaking skill, soft skill, leadership skill, communication skill. Whatever word is succeeded by skill is possible by the group discussion. It is that fact. So generally, skill acquisition in the western side, we have DREFFS model of skill acquisition, where the learning is that unknown state, he is moving to the knowing state, and then beginner, and then learner, and then competent, proficient, and expert. So the level of learning makes him efficient and acquiring a new skill and becoming a expert and becoming a contributor. So after export, na, they will start at contributing. So N in that four letter N becomes new contributing. So when they realize their life, their value, their knowledge, their contribution, na, they will become a new contributor. When they don't want to do that, they have that negative inputs, na, they will become a negative contributor or they do no contribution. So this model is applied for in that strategy, and this strategy I have used generally. The novice expert model is introduced by Patrica in 1982 as a skill acquisition and essentially discussing how an individual gains new skill. So the attitude building is also a new skill. It is also input, process, output. So this is that learning all these things. So this is attitude building and this multidisciplinary education. As we move from knowing to when we are in the beginning stage, we all know we are the novice state. Then we move to the knowing and learning and mind mapping, and then new contributing. Or if we don't know or don't value, or if we pretend as we know everything, one fine morning we will find a failure and we will come out. So that gives one experience, and after that we should not give other. Again we have to continue. This is that loop. That is that it is a never end process. So we should not quit from anything. We have to live our life for our sake and for the well-being of everyone who in need of that. So this KLMN model is belonging to the chemistry, no? That energy level KLMN represent that level. The word is also acronym used. And then first thing is unlimited free download of resources available everywhere, starting from universe, parents, teachers, and then digital society. If the negative supply is given, the student will be a negative contributor. If the positive supply is given, the student will be a positive contributor. When the student realizes which is positive, which is negative, or negative, non-negative, then knowledge is started grooming. So this is what this higher order thinking skill. So this is a multidisciplinary education psychology. Also, we have deployed emotional quotient from parents, intellectual. So these kinds of philosophy is included inside this teaching learning material. It is typically understood. So you have to. So generally, we make some material and we will infuse the curiosity and make them to speak and share and discuss. That is the purpose of using the teaching learning material. So there are so many skills. What is the need of higher education? Now these are all the basic skills LSRW in the school level itself. Now employability skill we have to make them aware. Ability, adaptability, taking charge, and we can note it down. All the employability skills are made possible or achievable by the group discussion. So they will take charge to speak what they have to speak. They will change over the scenario, and then the transformation will begins. So they will give and get. They will give time and space, and they will listen. They will never give up. That competitive spirit is developing, and the life skills. So life skills, GD gives the life skills, though. So they will give up their bitterness. That is known. I don't say I don't quit. I will argue. I will confer. I will justify. I will speak, and I will use the speaking skill. And these are the qualities. They will change it into willingness. So in that, all the stakeholders of the teaching domain, topics, all this is included. So they develop the contributive spirit, that is give and grow. So finally, group discussions help the people or the students who are involved in that to develop their self-knowledge, true knowledge, and taking charge. And they find it is if they are going to lose, no, okay, let it go. That sportive spirit is also developed in the students. So group discussions help the child to develop three spirits. One is competitive spirit, contributive spirit, and sportive spirit. These are the life skills needed, and the real-time example, this logo and flag help them to develop and to gain or to acquire those skills. So this innovative practices in that pedagogy, this is cybergogy world, they should know that what is needed, what is required, whether it is instead of pretending for nothing. So they will develop these skills. So higher order thinking skills, and then competitive skills, employability skills, and the life skills, and then self-knowledge. All these things are possible by real world example. One tip we must be giving, like in cricket, Sachin is that role model we will be having, and then local area people, they will be having seniors, and then the department, college wise, we will make them, and we will be calling people to inspire them. So these are all that real world examples supporting them to speak first. So speaking skill is the main thing. So nowadays children are not speaking because of this technology. So speaking skill is achieved in that group discussion, and listening is achieved. Then tip number two, selecting the GT and application are based on the group dynamics. So group dynamics is that the members' active participation is that group dynamics. So how far they are contributing for the achievement of the goal of the team. So is that we are seeing that. So there are so many types of group discussion. Group dynamic is all about the active participation. Dynamic means it is moving, it is live. Static means it is stable and unmoving. So the people should be actively contributing. Then only the GD is a successful GD. So there may be types that is topic based, case based, role based, structured, and debate, fishbowl. Mostly we will be using fishbowl in this latest technology. This is one type. So fishbowl discussion, a smaller group of participants sits in the center and discusses a topic while the larger group observes. So that is fishbowl. So it is useful in the training and development purposes. So this is that, and the online group discussions that we are doing here also are deploying that same methodology, and people are actively participating and answering the questions and are clarifying others' doubt as well. And then tip three is dynamic roles and choices. So tip three means what is the tip three? We have to, that is who is conducting the group discussion, number of participant, who is the observer, who is the moderator, who is the assessor. Everything we are fixing. The teacher or the faculty member, we take the facilitator role. The rest, everything is done by the student, moderator, participants, facilitator, observer, evaluator, all the things done by the students. So that be flexible and ready to adapt. So that adaptability is the employability skill, and that is developed in the group discussion. So the choices and the roles differ. The student take the choices. One may be observer, the other one may be a participant, another one may be an assessor. So the choices and accordingly the role differs. Then the third tip is, fourth tip is self-development. So what is self-development? Who is conducting, or all the members personally they develop or acquire some skills. So that so this personal development, I designed this model, I'm sharing this model, I equip my knowledge, and I support acquiring new skills and knowledge and different innovative idea. What is in education, creating is a flag is an innovative idea, so it is a soft skill. Those who want that, creating the flag is a soft skill, and technical skill is decoding the flag is a technical skill. Both together is an innovative component. So it helps the higher order thinking skills, reading skills, so self development. So I'm taking it to all the groups. So different age group people, different department people. So this is how this pedagogy becomes cybergogy, and I'm also learning both. This is give and grow. That is contributive spirit is developing in that GD tips in that other thing the round of capsule format is contributive spirit, give and grow. So in that, what are all the skills now? Testing the communication skill. We will be able to check the communicating ability. So one is employability skill is adaptability. Here it is ability. So logical reasoning, testing then teamwork. They will lead the team. They will form a team. They will consistently maintain the team. So these are all the things which are required for their career and their life. So it is life skill. So technically, they have to decode it, and then they have to do problem solving and decision making. They have to take decisions. They have to solve problems. They should become a part or member of a solution provider. So then knowledge and awareness, at least when they are no or when they are unknown, no, when they are mixing people with any one area, K level, L level, M level. So group formation is also, there is an algorithm, there is a strategy. So they will be knowing something and getting aware of these things. So time management, they will be learning that skill they develop, and then a persuasive skill they will be developing, then convincing, and then handling pressure they will be learning. These are all self development. So when we become a part of a group discussion, we will be knowing all these things. So student development, how are we are deploying this intern to student development is one part. So the traditional Indian teaching system, what it is having, the perfect guideline is given in this PDF, which is available online. That is from NEP 2020. So this is it is a holistic system which provides comprehensive knowledge, value-based learning. One is value, so everything is value, and we have to develop valuing others, respecting others, and this is what value-based holistic education. So this is that traditional learning system. So key characteristics of innovating, we will be using this technology inside our system of education. So we will be giving projects, we will be giving questionnaires, we will be using this games and simulation tools. All these things we will be using. So these are all the practices we are handling. So for group discussions, we allow students also to demonstrate their technological skills. So they can show their PPT, they can show their videos, and they can show their any technical app creation or meme creation. So that is innovative technology practices can be included in this GD session, which provides a platform for them to bring their technological skill as well. So this is what the technological pedagogy we are deploying in that group discussion. Next, we will be moving to the graduate attributes. So, apart from all the skills, we must be given a role, and we must be responsible for building the graduate attributes in every child. So, those graduates attributes are given in our program schedule itself. So that and based on that graduate attributes, the system or the department is designing the program objective, and then course objective, and then learning outcome. So this graduate attributes invariably every one of us are building in the students, for which group discussion plays a major role. So in that four letter KLM education, mind mapping is the third letter acronyms expansion. So every child is developed with the higher order thinking skills and the spirit of employability skill, competitive spirit, and that contributive spirit of life skills, and then sportive spirit of developing. Let it go. That is okay. Next time my group will win. Yeah, okay, no issues. That kind of attitude. So the group discussion allows us to develop all the life skills, employability skills, and human skills. uh, so the technologies we deployed 5W1H, they take charge from themselves. So that is what needed, and it is done in that 5W1H. They will develop preparing the questions, what to do, when to do, how to do, why to do. Then tip number 6 is linking teaching and learning process. So one is we learned as a group member, and then another one is the students will learn. These are all the qualities, these are all the spirit, and from because of group discussion. So now we have graduate attributes, one aspect, and GD is a pedagogy. So how to link this graduate attributes with the pedagogy or cybergogy using our group discussion. So this is the tip number 6. So what we have to do, we have to use that what is that guidelines available, and it is given in that online itself. We can download it and we can follow it according to our subject. So we must make our children to use that mind mapping. They have to use that technological aspects as well. So they developed 3 spirits and 4 skills, and along the basic skills as well. The motive is to build them and making them or preparing them as a good citizen, or the outcome is competitive and contributive noble man. So now this is what I expected. As we are following Bloom's taxonomy is focusing mainly on cognitive skills. There are so many parameters which is supportive by that group discussion: social, affective, and psychomotor. So the graduation is including all the 4 area. We have to develop physical development, mental development, psychological development, and then intellectual development. So the 4 quadrant are represented by this model. Of course, it is for going beyond the cognitive level and all-round development. The cognitive level of Bloom's taxonomy is by transformation one, intellectual development, whereas the rest of the development is also needed for building a man from a child. So now we are building or we are constructing a human. He must be talkative, he must be talking, he must be leading, he must be contributing, he must be living. So this is what all the three aspects, apart from this cognitive, which is mainly focused by Bloom's taxonomy. Ours is VASK model. That model supports all the other three parameter as well. Cognitive, I mean social, psychomotor, and affective. So, and in the lower level, primary class, there will be given importance to psychomotor, middle level affective, and we are in the technical people are giving cognitive, and the social department and the MSW, all these people, arts people, they will be focusing on social. So accordingly, they were designed this program objective and graduate attributes. So generally, we have to give all these things in that students' objectives and qualities. So cognitive means they are, as you know, they will be thinking, competing with an artificial intelligence. We want to make our child to think in Tamil department, English department, Maths department, and the teacher should think, and the student should think, all think using your intellect. Then social means communicating with the peer groups. So coming out from the brain part, we are moving with that heart part, how to move with the people. So that is what all round development and VASK model. No, we have to give importance to the heart and the connectivity between the brain and the heart. So and the sustainability. So this model is deploying both all these things, mind and heart and the connectivity, humanistic outlook, all these things. Affective domain means we should know what to do, what not to do. I must live first. So that is that I have value. I must be worthy and I must value my life. So this is unloving, start loving others also. So instead of going towards selfishness, we have to be generosity. We have to develop the generosity. And then psychomotor means that we will be going with psychomotor skill, all physical development, that healthy body that demonstrate the psychomotor skills. So all the four domain skills are achieved by group discussion method. Graduate attributes parameter, comprehensive knowledge. So what is the method? Pedagogical method, group discussion. Procedural knowledge. What is the method? Group discussion. Skill. What is the method? Group discussion. Problem solving, group discussion is the way. Critical thinking, group discussion helps to develop critical thinking. Creativity, people are supposed to develop their creative thinking skill because of group discussion. This mind mapping is supporting their creativity. Communication skill, obviously, group discussion supports. So these are all the 23 parameters available for every graduate attributes per department. And we will be following the courses, and the group discussion supports all the 23 methods, and we can include them inside the development by using the group discussion. So everyone should know what are all the graduate attributes and our topic, how it is supporting to the child. So this is that environment awareness, we had a group discussion. Empathy, group discussion. So this is that. Then now we are in the 21st century. The technology also is the fifth quadrant. That is infinite outer loop. That is Wi-Fi connection, connection, all connection is technology. So if we make them use their technology services, they will develop these kinds of skills, practical skill of using technology. So they develop confident, they develop responsible, they are reflective, innovative, and always engaged. So this is what the fourth parameter is, graduate attributes along with the ICT technology tool. Then tip number 7. So we have to prepare, we can prepare a small handbook or craft book or story book or guidelines to and issue or distribute to the students, or in the soft copy, we can share them. So what are all the topics in that? That is the tip 7. So in that tip 7, we should give all the detailed history about group discussion. So that helps the children who are new, that is KLMN, no? Before K, they are unknown. They do not know anything. So this handbook helped them to move from unknown stage to knowing stage. So for which we are preparing this handbook. So we will be explaining the goal, the objectives, and then benefits, and what are all the skills used, how to prepare for them, who has to listen and who has to respond, how to react, all the details, the teamwork, everything we should give step by step guidelines, and how to use the book user manual is also given in the handbook. So we can prepare tip 7 handbook that includes 15 topics. So what are all the topics one by one? So in the group discussion, we must select the group first, so that every student should be a participant, and the learning, the students may be at various learning level, k level, l level, m level, n level. So when they are in each level, no, they will be moving from one level to another learning skill. So that is that how to form a group. So it is started with the group discussion. Before that, we have to introduce all these things with our idea, and then with our handbook, and how to use that manual or handbook inside that also, and we have to give a brief introduction inside the class. So the purpose, the number of participants, and then who is the moderator, who is the facilitator, who, what is the topic, and who is going to assess, and what are the rest of the people's comments, feedbacks, and remarks they have to adjust, they have to accept. So these are all these things. So ultimately, all the spirits and the skills are developing that we knew. So this is that the handbook is containing all these details. So job interview, they are also going in job. Also, they are doing like that. The life skills, the employability skills, all these decision making skills, and then persuasive skills. All these things are developed because of group discussion. So benefits, we knew that critical thinking, communication skill, collaborative means not only within the group, but also from other group also they have to collaborate and cooperate. So this is what the purpose. When we are doing every semester, after at the end of the 6 semesters, they will be completing 6 group discussion. No, they will be knowing how to move in that society, move in the life. So they will plan first who has to speak first. If something goes wrong, who has to help them to speak with a word or a cue. Like that, we can help them. So this is for how to prepare a handbook, which how to prepare the topic, how to present it. All the tips are given in that handbook of that group discussion. Now we are moving that how to prepare children. So somebody else will not be active, so we can support them as a facilitator. We can invite them and we can give importance to them. We can make them others to listen what they are telling, either in the mother language or in the way how they are trying to demonstrate what they brought, what they are trying to say, so that we can make them involved, or that is we are preparing them to present or to be a participant inside the group. So this is what how to develop a handbook. So to be a, finally, tips to be a successful in a group discussion should be the topic. So we can give tips, small tips. So please listen, note down the points, give counter comments with evidence. All these things we can give in the tips. Tips is the one of the point in making the handbook. So we can help them to conclude with the quote, or begin with the quote to catch the mind and heart of the participants. So then tip number 8. So suppose we are trying to conduct a group discussion. What is the steps I have to follow? So this is agenda or plan or manager or algorithm. We can give any buzzwords to attract the students. In management, it will be a task manager, or in computer science, it will be an algorithm, or in general, it is a GD task manager or algorithm. So what we can say that what are all the strategies we are using, what are all the objective of the group, how many points we are getting, how the points are assessed, all these things flow, and what are all the technology, how the assessment is made, all the tips are given and the procedures are given one by one. And the children are facing so many challenges to become a member or to contribute. So we have to list out the challenges and we have to list out the solution as well. So this is that algorithm. We have to give that, prepare an algorithm. What are all the challenges you are facing? What can be the solution? Who is giving what solution? Whether we apply the solution or we consider the solution, that we have to give sessions to the students. So this is what that main thing is, helping them to become an active contributor and making them engage all these things. So next one is how to use technology, helping them to use technology. Then and there we can give their doubts. They can give their doubts. We can provide solution to the doubts, and then we can make them to go with the time. So prompt participation, when their choices come in, they should actively prompt to, instead of it is like a buzz quiz, buzzer round. So they have to be very prompt in taking the charge and presenting in the group. So this is what integrating innovative practices. So how it is formative assessment also we can include. That is internal CAA we are using. One group discussion we can go with that. Activity planning, seminar, and what is that seminar and assignment we are giving. So we can include group discussion and group presentation as well in for this formative assessment. And then feedbacks, the rest of the people are giving feedbacks, how they are accepting and reacting to that feedback is also matters. And then assessing the group discussion is we can include inside our assessment. So generally the challenges people are facing, different groups, different people, different paces. So the challenges we all know, who is to take which role, who has to lead, who has to tell what, and what are all the rest of the people are doing. So somebody may be dominant, somebody may be shy, somebody may be going out of the topic. So that time we will be making them involving all these things. So tip number 9 is to be a successful in group discussion. So everyone wants to become a success. No, that is the triangle means the first one is success. I make that triangle into tetra shape, cyclic loop structure. So the purpose is in everyone wants to be a winner. They want to success. At the time, they somebody else will be losing. The somebody else will be. That is the sportive spirit. So in the team, when one person, one team or one group is winning, the other team must say, okay, let it go. Let us maintain our friendship and let us maintain the rapport. No? That is sportive spirit it is developing. So accepting the failure or accepting the point of view or justification from others' point of view, it is a major skill required in this life. So we can give to be successful in a group discussion, what to do and what not to do. So do's and don'ts we can give in the tip 9. So to use evidence and example is the do. Avoid is don't do on the unknown words and the jargons and confuse the students and using unnecessary words. Oh, okay, like listen. So these can we can avoid. So this tips. Tip number 9 is we can give tip do's and don't do's in the group discussion. Stay on to the topic. To that topic, we have to speak because time is precious. We have to deliver every content within that time. So that develops. So in this class, no, in an hour session, of course, the students are bright and the participants are professors. Hence why it is easy. But in the student side, the level is different. One is not knowing nothing, the another one is knowing everything, and he is dominating and balancing this fighting and developing this jealous or envy, that and all, it is a very big role, that facilitator role we have to do. So we can give tips what to speak, what to avoid, handle curriculum. So handle criticism, that feedback also we have to make them, helping them how to accept the criticism, then making them to stay calm. These are all the soft skills to stay calm under pressure. That is developing when somebody else is arguing, justifying their point is right. No, we have to keep quiet till our turn comes. So that attitude is needed when they go for any job or becoming a professional. Then practice beforehand. So we will be discussing, planning, and practicing who will say what counterpoint and what is the counterpoint we have to give. So reflect and learn. So by that time we have to learn. Sometimes we will be dynamic points we will be giving. So this is what tip number 9. Then tip 10. So we can recap when the quiz is abruptly closed, and we have to recap, and or 1 month vacation leave or Saturday Sundays, we have to give that points discussed earlier, and where we have stopped and what to continue, who is to continue, all the points, and we have to give. So that is that also included in handling the group discussion. And tip number 10 is questions. So we have to give questions to the audience when we are giving group discussions. No, either one is at the beginning, as we all do. No, do you what is KLMN? Anyone knew? What? Who is Dr. J. Komla Lakshmi? Anyone knew? Okay, what is Research Foundation of India? So these are all the questions at the beginning we will be asking. But while the group discussion is going on, people are asking when they are very well known people, they will be dum. They will be giving this and this with statistical data. But the other person does not know anything. He sit calmly and quietly, and then that time politely we can ask, okay, I think it is correct, is it right, do you have any idea, am I right, can you support? And these kinds of questions we can ask them, so that we can collaborate with them. So instead of showing that I knew everything, indirectly demonstrating that you knew nothing, will develop a negative attitude in both the relationships. So, but giving choices to the members or participants while selecting the topic or while selecting the roles in the group discussion, we will have the option. What is your choice? What is your choice? What do you want to say? That one question, if we given no, then they will start developing speaking. So that is group discussion tip number 10. Now, in the recap, it is the final session that I'm going to share with you. So far, we have been discussing all the 10 tips. So first one is we can use that the group discussion. It is a cybergogy methodology. We can involve students with the technology and the latest advancement with the real world example. So then selecting the type of the GD based on the group dynamics, generation, member creation, and then their goals, their time, who is the assessor, that is selecting the tips. Then third one is who perform which role, how to collect the information. Then fourth one is because of GD, what is my development? And because of GD, how the children develop their skills. So what are all the skills developed? Contribute employability skills, life skills, and then academic skills, and then technological skills. These four skills developed because of group discussion in this innovative practices, that is in the cybergogy. That is academic skills, LSRW, employability skill, adaptability, life skills, willingness changing, taking charge attitude, and then technological skills, using technology gadgets, and then all the man making all round development is done. That is student development. We have to link and this entire this skills in that group discussion, and the graduate attributes is developed, and we can make handbook and give to the new students who are new to the group discussion, and we can explain them about the way the session is going from time one, and who is taking which time, and the algorithm, the procedure, the technology uses, the handle, all these things we can give them enough planning strategies, technique used, and then assessing method. And to be successful, we can use that how to be successful in the group, we can see. Then the topic 10th question is we can ask questions before the session start of group discussion and forming the group, and after also we can give questions, so that if they ask question we can give answers that will help them to develop the skills. So this is what the 10 tips we have seen now. And now this is the time for you all for this wonderful session of group discussion tips. I seek you, and this is the question session. I want each one of you to answer And please ask your questions. I'm here to respond. What about that your doubts? So I think I have completed on time this class with 6.55, 6.55. 5 minutes is for question sessions. You can ask your questions about the tips we have discussed so far or any other tip you need. Any question? Time management.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Um, my name is Dr. Manish. I'm from Management Institute. Actually, I teach commerce and accounting subject to engineering and technology students. So I just expect the answer from you that which kind of teaching pedagogy or which kind of teaching aid should I use to that students who don't know anything about commerce and accounting. So can you suggest me anything
Yeah.
so that yes.
Yes, yes, of course. A very good question. Generally, science people are suffering with these kinds of issues with the students because they are always technical oriented, no? So we can make the topic like purchasing a machinery part or selling a product technically or how much car. So involving the commercial trade aspect combining with the technology we have to make them involved. They don't do this balance sheet cost management account and all, but minimum that rule, no, what is a debit, what is a credit, that they should develop for their survival living, no. So that basics we can begin. And then now the electronic gadgets are coming, no, everyone should use whether he is a PhD graduate or a third standard student, they have to go with that online money transfer. One 10 rupees biscuit packet, they will be using GPay. So from where account, from which account, whether it is a current account or nominal account or what is that savings account, in how many accounts the child is knowing. So now this is not challenging, of course, but earlier it was a very big challenge. Nobody knows this accounts terminology, and it is very hard. But now that too, this between after Corona, we can make them uh, assuming or comparing with these kinds of technology money transfer and help them to come with their answers with the technological support, like what is GPay. We are not asking what is that app, who is the provider, what is the search engine, what is the algorithm, but what is the application we are doing, from which account to which account it is going. So that and all we can make them ask. Now children are using. This is my way of making them to realize the commerce philosophy in the science stream. I hope this is useful for you. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, ma'am. Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Next question. Any questions? Thank you for that. Such a nice question. Similarly, commerce people will, science people will be knowing, will be facing some more difficulties. Any such difficulty?
Good evening, ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
for your nice presentation.
Mm,
Actually, I'm teaching mathematics
mm,
in degree level.
mm.
So, for some problems, I used to do something
Good evening,
like
ma'am.
role play, like teacher, like that. That type of I'm using. But sometimes while using some theorems, while proving the theorems, I'm just not, I mean, what type of technique should I use, ma'am, according to you, so that student can understand easily?
Yeah, that is no. We can select one theorem that we are doing. People in tuitions and all, in school level tuitions, as being a teacher for higher secondary mathematics, that we can apply in the college as well, and also in that in the MCA department also we do have max papers, and the data analytics, especially machine learning, we definitely go for max paper. and we do have theorems, and we do have deductions, and we do have application of those theorems. And all people in the 40 strength, only one or two members will be from BSc Mathematics. All the people from different varieties, because technology is a versatile subject. So by that time, we use group discussion for explaining that theorem. So suppose in dynamic programming, we will be using one theorem. So what you can say, Gauss elimination method we are using, or the vector space we are using. So how I can say it is a vector space? So I make use of the theorem from vector space, and I form a group, and I ask them to take with the use case studies. So prepare a GD topic for this theorem using use case diagrams. So they will go and see what is use case and what is max, what is theorem, what is the deduction, who wrote this theorem, to which number it is applicable. Then they have to shift it to the computer science. So this group discussion, they will sit and do with the theorem, analyze the theorem and demonstrate in the classroom with their small use case diagrams. Then they will go for coding. So in the pure mathematics, straight away we will get into the coding, but whereas in mathematics, in straight away we have to write, like mathematical representation of linear programming problem. We will be writing general mathematic principle, begin with maximize z is equal to cost coefficient Cij plus, like that. This generalization we have to make them understand by the group discussion along with the materials and aids. So they will prepare different, but of course, they will tell them like, no, in college we don't do materials. What it is, yeah. No, we can use different colors, we can different objects and toys to state the hypothesis and to mention the theorems, the variables, and then the non-negativity constraints. All these things we can use group discussions with the teaching aids. I mean, the group discussion aids that will help them to demonstrate, to understand the theory.
Yes, ma'am. Then I think the students will understand easily. But sometimes you're stuck how to use that group discussion for like some theorems, or as you said that in linear algebra, the vector space, how I'm going to use this. I'm stuck somewhere in this line.
Yes, we have to take vector space, and we must ask the students to define space and the elements with the different materials, and each word they have to demonstrate, and they have to combine every word to make a sentence or theorem statement. So this is how the group members will be demonstrating one word and combining that word, framing the whole theorem. So that makes sense in that group discussion, that everyone will arise the question, will get clear their question.
Yes, ma'am.
You can try once.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try. Thank you, ma'am.
Along with the example, one people will be explaining. Then they will be easy for them to understand the theorem and to memorize the theorem.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. I think we can wind up the session. Any other feedback or question?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very wonderful session. Thank you once again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, any questions, participants?
Ma'am, I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Audible.
Ma'am, for beginners, what kind of method apply to uh, teaching for students?
Group discussion.
Uh,
Initially,
for
we can.
beginners.
Huh?
For beginners.
Oh, fresh teachers. We can use that K level of small topics just to remember level. So remember level, bring out the top 10 cricket players and explain the features. Or you can say what are the latest bike, latest mobile phones. So beginning level, we must make them what they knew first and then get involved. Then slowly we can enter into the topic. Slowly means in the group itself, first question is at the K1 level, second question will be at the K2 level, and all put together, we will be developing one whole attribute.
Okay, ma'am.
I think I am justifying your answer. Is that right? Is that
Ma'am, right.
who
Right
is the
for me.
beginner teacher who is going to conduct the group discussion first time, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm the new fresher. Today is my first semester, first semester service. How to conduct beginning session? Na? Don't take heavy topic. That's like vector space, linear programming and all very difficult. Just like set theory you have to take. Venn diagram you have to take. So what you know frequently, then only you will be free to clear their answer to mingle with the students. So what you know first, because we are in the first level. Then after some expertise or the final year students, when you go now, you will be handling with a higher order thinking skill. Just like a theorem, we can state and we can make them speak.
Yes, ma'am.
We also go and prepare for group discussion as a participant for every topic. That is very big role.
Yeah.
Then only we will assess the student who is telling correct or who is not telling wrong. No. So every topic we must be knowing all the matters, all the content.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
initially, if it is a known topic, na, we no need of much preparation. Hence why it is the initial stage. Slowly, or we will prepare one topic, then we will give that to the students from the syllabus.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.